Leo, I hope that you're amazing, and everybody else watching, whatever brought you to this reading, there's a message here for you. There's no coincidences, so let's get right into it. So I'm going to take a look at your recent past, your current energy, your overall energy, clarify, end of the oracle message, do a recap at the end. So stick around from beginning to end so you get all the messages. And when you come across that, whatever it is that has really brought you here, when you come across it, I encourage you to say yes to it, to claim it for yourself. Take a nice deep breath and you say yes to that. All right. General message for Leo, 1 till 10 September with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. Take it as take it as it resonates. Leo, your challenge coming up for you for this 1 till 10 September period, I feel that for many of you, you're really growing into strength. You're growing into your strength, you're going into your potential, you're going into so much beauty, which is just absolutely, absolutely incredibly amazing. Everybody else might not necessarily be happy for you, all right? So there is a bit of a challenge going on there. But the thing is, it's to tend to your own garden. Tend to your own garden. You know, if other people want to join in your garden and they're there for good, positive reasons, then you can consider that. If they're there and they want to, like, you know, when you don't look, they want to put a little bit of poison in your garden and you're aware of that, then they shouldn't be there. All right. Let's take a look at your recent past energy that has sort of brought you towards where you are at the moment. What are those influences there? Love. Trust, faith, hope, you know, equal giving and taking. You could be where you are at the moment, and it comes from a very light point. It comes from a beautiful, supportive point. It comes from a point of you shining and other people sort of seeing that light inside of you and reflecting that light back to you. Life being quite kind in many ways. Growing in strength. Going to that next level, possibly as a result also getting more inner peace, because seeing certain things, certain people, certain connections, certain energies exactly for what it is, you know, which, you know, sometimes even when we see the things that are not the most pleasant things, which I can see that some of you have, the fact that we realize what's going on gives us more opportunities to grow, and that's what I can feel there for you. There's a growing in strength there that is taking place there for you. There is a lot of healing that has taken place for you. There's a lot of self-development that has taken place. There has been a maturity in energy that has taken place. There has been some things that you've gone through that has not been easy, Leo, but they really, really shaped you, and they shaped you for you know, for the better good. All right. I love the fact that there is the past influence there for you. Let's see what it is bringing you in your current space, what opportunities it is bringing for you in your current space. Opportunities to grow even further, opportunities for more growth. Some of you may have some ideas for what it is that you want to do, how it is that you want to move forward, what are the next steps that you want to take. And you may not fully realize exactly how you're going to do it, but once you can, you know, sort of like think about things, play with them more, use your beautiful imagination, allow yourself to daydream, allow yourself to think and contemplate and recontemplate what it is that you'd like to have, how it is that you'd like it to feel, because as you do, you're speaking to the universe and you are communicating what it is that you'd like to have. All right, and you by doing that, you are also opening the portals for you to receive that. Okay. You don't need to know how things will come about. You know, it's the what you like to have, but not necessarily the how. Because when we think about the how, we start thinking, you know, we contemplate the how based on the options that we currently perceive to be available to us. But there might be more options available that you might not be aware of. Because remember that the full picture that we see of our life and of our potential and our possibilities, it's not really the full picture. It's only the part of the picture that we see, and we perceive it to be the full picture. Whereas the universe, spirit, source is very aware of the full picture, is very aware of the things that you can achieve in your life, that you can experience in your life. Happiness, joy, abundance, success, you know, career success, success, financial success, inner peace success. Source is seeing those things, and I can see that for many of you, your mind is going in a certain direction. You say, I'd like to have that, I'd like to have that, I'd like to experience that, I welcome this. But in the same way, there's this little devil that goes on, you're like, la, 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 how this is ever going to come about, who do you think you are, and that sort of thing. And you can say to that, okay, well, whatever, like queen, or whatever. But the challenges that are coming up are also, it's in a way of source actually aiding still in the next step of your awakening, because this is what's happening, and it's about releasing those things that are still sort of holding you back, the things that are sort of like preventing you from fully expressing the full potential of who you are. So those challenges that are coming up for you in order for you to actually heal those things, and you may not know exactly how to heal them, but something that works really beautiful is you can say, I've got the willingness to heal it, I've got the willingness to release it, I've got the willingness to have a better experience with the past, with my emotions, with that person, with myself, okay? With my confidence or my lack of confidence, I've got the willingness to have a more amicable, better serving, higher serving purpose relationship with that particular energy, mindset, event, arctic, happiness, hope, pain, fear. All right. Because everything basically has at least two potentials. All right, we live in a dual universe, and there's always more than one option available to us, but we don't always realize that when you start to open yourself to it, you also start to open yourself for it to come to you, and you don't have to go look for it, let the solution come to you. Energy going forward. New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. So if you can be in a space where you can, in the current advice, allow yourself, or at least work on allowing yourself the willingness to be willing to have a faith and trust in life, that life is going to bring you the best of the best, then it will. All right? And that is what's going forward to you. The magic is coming to you. You don't have to go to it. All right? Hand over to that higher source. If you've done your best and you don't know what else to do, hand over to that higher source. Okay? And you get opportunity going forward. I don't really see too much about love in this in this connection over here, or in this reading over here. So maybe your journey is a bit more personal at the moment. I did do a love reading for you last week though, so you can check that out if you are specifically interested in love. But I see that for some of you, you may have possibly stepped away from a great love, that was perfect, but not necessarily perfect for you. You can get something to be perfect for everybody, but it's not really ideal for you. And I can see that took a lot of growth, and it's almost like you have to build your trust up in life again. Challenge, your challenge clarified. You've got the Three of Cups. So some of you might be feeling a bit isolated or alone at the moment. There's a space of friends becoming family, connecting with soul family. So if you're concerned about being alone, about not having a support structure, about not having friends, about having to do everything on your own, there's beautiful support that's coming about here for you. Because what's happening is that, especially with this devil energy here in your current space, and that strength energy there in your recent past, and then going forward, you've got this Hangman, Three of Pentacles, and this Three of Wands energy that's happening in your potential outcome. This is, as I said already, it's basically intense spiritual awakening, because we become aware of the things that are sort of like, withholding us from experiencing the magic that's always available. All right. Let's see, and you want to be patient with yourself through that process. Let's see what is the clarification for your recent past over there. Three major arcana cards, so a major turning point for you. A major spiritual awakening, really. You've got the Magician, the Lover's energy, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about growth and expansion, all right? It's about communication. It's about embracing your own power and your own energy. So if you're asking yourself, what is the thing that really works? What is the thing that's more powerful and magical for you? It's embracing your own energy. It's embracing your own strength. It's embracing your own potential. It's about knowing that you have choices. The Lover's energy, Gemini energy is all about that. And the Magician, sort of like, it's like a double up of the same energy. It's almost like a triple up of the same energy. It's like good luck, sort of like quadrupled for you, really, you know, because the magician energy is also about communication. It's that Mercury energy, the planet that rules Gemini and Virgo. It's about the communication, inner communication and outer communication, and getting the balance between it. And the wheel of fortune, you're becoming better at that relationship, not just with yourself as a soul, having a human experience, as a soul that is a physical expression of universal possibility in human form. It's not just with that, but it's kind of like with everybody else. It's like a reawakening to your oneness, and that is why you are connecting with your soul family at the moment, because it's that real sort of reawakening, realization experience that you are not one, that you are part of so much more, that you form part of this whole soul family group that came here together, and you went out to do your own things, and now it's almost like, it's almost like in a show, like the next act. It's quite interesting when people always explain this to me in regression hypnosis sessions, or what some people call past life regression, how people, everything seems like such a coincidence in life. But as you take this step and that happens, everything we do has consequences. And there are multiple versions of this life that we can live. You are currently going to a space where you're really getting into a very amazing potential of your life, where you're unlocking the good as opposed to the bad. All right. In your current space, you have got the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So victory and success, possibly with another person. You could become friends. I don't want you to really become too frantic about this, because it's only an energy possibility. But you could become friends here with someone, growing close to someone that gives you really great support, that helps you go to that next level. Somebody who really supports your success and who helps you to go to that next level, that it might be love. It might develop into love. But don't rush it. Okay, because I still see you going to better, more and more and more. There's a realization, once again, about realizing what isn't serving your best interest, and then moving to that next level of what actually is. All right. Powerful, amazing, incredible spiritual awakening that really opens the doors of abundance for you. All right. Energy going forward. Potential outcome, you got the Page of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Moon. That Moon being that Pisces energy, dreams energy, spiritual sort of like next level, psychic next level, expansion, growth. So definitely awakening, beginning to see new options for your life, contemplating new options. I feel going forward, you are getting into a space where you can actually contemplate possibilities that you didn't even realize were there for you. All right, really amazing stuff. Really promising future for you, Leo, where all your dreams can come true. You may think that you've come from the best, but you are actually going to so much more. Next level of abundance, really. Next level of manifestation, really. And you are getting into this space where you are really so powerfully guided by your emotions, where you really become that what is the word now? That conscious manifester. Where you consciously realize where you are going, where you are consciously embracing where you are going, where you are not only realizing that through your emotions and your actions and your thoughts and your beliefs and your relationship with yourself and consequently others, that you are creating your experience of life, but where you are also on the very light, positive side of it, consciously, sort of like utilizing that in the most positive way. Love it. All right. Let's see what we've got in oracle energy for you, Leo. And if that is helpful, if you're open to that, if you embrace it, go ahead, like the video. I really appreciate the love. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit that notification bell, all notifications, so you know when your weekly readings are coming out. And your card popped out and it says, all there is to love has been there all along. So this is really what spiritual awakening, conscious opening of the mind and those sort of things are all about. Because whatever happens now, you've been prepared for it through lifetime. The things that are easy for you. And it is about realizing that it's about seeing what was there, but you weren't sort of in alignment with it, so you weren't aware of it. At the back of the card, there's a message for you, and it says, when you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you have grown. You so rock the universe. All right. So all there is to love has been there all along. And I feel that somehow you got that realization there in the past. And that is why when certain things came up that were maybe not that pleasant, you didn't act exactly the same way you acted before. You realize that you have different options now, that you are strong and you've got strength. You grew in that strength. There's healing that happened over there. And you're in the space where you want to accept that it's okay to walk your own path of life. You know, I like the Buddhist sort of starting principle of, you know, do your own thing, rock your world, as long as what you do doesn't sort of disadvantage another person. By all means, go right ahead. A lot of clearing taking place. Beautiful growing of relationships taking their place there. Beautiful spiritual awakening taking place there. In this space, life can only get better for you, and so it is. All right. So that's what I got for you, Leo. I hope that it helps. If any of you are open to learning to read the tarot, there is a link down below in the description for my step-by-step tarot reading course. There is a link for my free oracle card reading course. So do check it out, and I will see you next week. Bye.